Greetings and blessings, everyone. This is James Thomas of the Awakening Network. This video is all about the BlueStar Healing Method, what it is, where it came from, and why it is such a vitally important healing modality for this time on this planet. Now, the BlueStar Healing Method is truly probably one of the only pure quantum healing modalities on the planet. There are other healing modalities that have quantum aspects. This is truly a pure quantum healing modality. Now, this was created during a healing session that I experienced in 1995. I went to a healer to have a healing with my partner at that time. And I was really amazed because she did spiritual etheric surgery and light language. And I was really enamored with that. And I thought, how amazing, because I had never heard of either one. And so during the session, about halfway through, she's working on me, then working on Morgan and going back and forth. And at a particular juncture, she was working on Morgan, and she looks at me and she goes, Morgan has a Roman helmet on her head, and I need your help to remove it. Now, I realized later on that she didn't need my help to remove it. It was simply a helmet. But being the guy I am, I said, sure, no problem, I'll help. And with that, yes, I was awakened to being able to do etheric spiritual surgery and speaking in light language. And after that, I started putting the pieces together for the BlueStar Healing. And over time, I put all these pieces together, and I wanted to introduce it to the general public and start teaching it. And spirits had other ideas and said, no, it's not time yet. It had to wait until the vibrational frequency on this planet was high enough for it to be introduced. And that happened near the end of 2015. And so the very first workshop was in Wellington, New Zealand in April of 2016. And since then, we have taught 16 workshops in 3 different countries. And next year, we could be in as many as 5 different countries, as we are already scheduled to be doing the workshop, 1 or 2 workshops in Ontario, Canada, and possibly one in Sonoma, California. So the bottom line is, what are the attributes of the BlueStar Healing Method? And what can you learn in a BlueStar Healing workshop? Well, you learn spiritual etheric surgery, how to do it. Removing of past life objects from a multitude of different lifetimes. Most of as someone who does past life readings, a lot of the past lives that we come across have been rather traumatic for us in one way or another. Perhaps we've been in a war or whatever the case may be, and we carry different objects and different items from these variety of different past lives. And so the first thing that you learn is removing these objects out of the body, or out of the etheric body, that is. We also can remove entities that are attached, both whether they are spirits that have crossed over from this incarnation or from their incarnation here, to even dark entities that are attached, that are trying to disrupt an individual. We teach you how to remove devices, both light and dark, if they're not meant to be there. How to deactivate booby traps that are on dark devices. We can repair chakras, but sometimes you can't repair the chakra. Sometimes you can't heal the chakra. Sometimes you have to replace the entire chakra, because sometimes those chakras have been fractured, shattered, or so very damaged that there's no way of actually healing the chakra and getting it to the place where it needs to be. We also teach you how to rewire an individual. Now there's wiring that goes from the neck area that is connected to the meridian system that goes through the shoulder and down the arm on both sides, as well as from the hips down to the feet. We also teach you how to clear the meridian system, and you can actually replace the meridians themselves that go between the shoulders and the feet. On top of this, we teach you how to clear and purify the entire chakra system. Please understand that the entire chakra system is a total of 43 different chakras that are throughout the body. Now, of course, we have the 7 main chakras, and we teach you how the chakras are laid out. We teach you the design of the chakras and how you can actually replace, if need be, fix, readjust, all of these things. Now, along with this, we teach you how to merge the chakra system of the physical body with the chakra system of the etheric body, as well as connecting you to your own true energy and to the quantum grid. Now, I created this healing modality with a being named Denath, who is a 5th dimensional master healer on board the BlueStar and is part of the High Council of the God Star, which is in charge of this project here on Earth. He has created a BlueStar healing grid. And when you learn this healing modality, you get connected to that grid. And what happens is you don't actually take energy from individuals, from other people, but you can actually access the power and energy of all of the people who have learned this healing modality that contribute their energy to this healing grid. And the other thing that happens is the more people that learn this healing modality, the more attributes that can be released and shared with people and opened up for people. After 16 workshops, I can assure you, no 2 workshops have been the same. And generally in every workshop, something new has been taught. Now, we've just covered things like replacing all 7 main chakras. We've actually had an experience in one of the recent workshops of switching someone from being a being of darkness to a being of light. And I know that in future workshops, they're planning on teaching how to rewire, if you will, the etheric DNA that will assist an individual in connecting more fully with their true self, as well as their true energy, to assist them to complete what they are on this planet to do. Now, the importance of the BlueStar Healing Method is extraordinary. There have been so many reports from so many different people of how it has transformed people's lives. To give you a couple of examples, just a while back, we had a client in South Africa, and we did the healing by distance. And we, when we did the first healing, it was totally amazing because it was one of those situations where I found something that was just amazing. I found a curse, and I removed the curse in the healing. And whenever I do a healing by distance, I always write a full report so they know what's been removed, what's happened, all of these things. And I wrote it all up, and I sent it to the client, and she wrote back, the healing was on her husband. And she said, I can't believe that you found that curse, because he was cursed 18 months earlier. Now, this is another piece of feedback from this Healing Modality. Now, this wasn't a healing that I did, but a healing done by our BlueStar Healing Ambassador, Wayne Fetchney. And this was the feedback he got. Thank you so much for the healing on Wednesday. It was truly life-altering. Since I was a kid, I've had a hole in darkness in my chest. I've tried to fill it with many things over the years, and none were successful and some detrimental. And I felt the spirituality path would one day fill it, but I never expected it to be cured with that one healing to the extent that it did. The last 2 mornings I've woken up feeling whole and complete, and the happiness is overwhelming. I feel truly blessed and so grateful this has happened to me, and have an amazing new level of love, passion, and drive to expand it more so. This is a common occurrence doing these healings, but it's more than that. So the people receiving the healings, their life is altered and changed. But what about you as the healer, the person who has learned this healing modality? When you walk into the workshop on the Saturday morning, I tell you, the only thing that I can guarantee you is that when you walk out of here on Sunday afternoon at the end of it, you won't be the same, and no one is. This changes lives. There have been people who was in such a dark place when they learned this healing modality, and it changed their entire outlook. They changed everything about them. People have discovered more about their true self, their true nature. Another client was having back pain every morning when she woke. She had this intense back pain. I found a device on her back, another healing by distance. I removed the device, and since then, when she wakes in the morning, she's had no back pain at all. The BlueStar Healing Method, I get it. For a lot of people, they've never heard of it or they haven't experienced it. But things like Reiki has been phenomenal, but it was designed for another time, which is already past. The BlueStar Healing Method is for the future. It's all about preparing the star seeds for their return home, to assist in releasing and removing those past life objects that are still weighing them down here, to opening them up to more fully connect with their true self and their true nature. In every moment of every day, we have a choice. We have a choice of how we want to live our life. We have a choice of the way we want to interact with people. And the BlueStar Healing Method is assisting people in changing all of that around. I have seen people get entities removed out of them in the workshops, and it has completely altered and changed their life, changed their outlook, changed the way they do things. I have seen people who literally was petrified of their own shadow, who couldn't see a way forward, who has done this workshop, and they've now gone out there in public and have offered this healing to people they don't even know. And I can assure you, for some of these people, that's a massive, massive thing. The time comes when you have to realize and understand that you have to make a choice. And the choice that you have to make is, are you going to walk your path or someone else's? There's one rule in doing the BlueStar Healing Method. You have to ask permission from their higher self to do the treatment. If you need to open up to something more extraordinary in your life, if you need to open up to something more extraordinary in the way you view things, then the BlueStar Healing Method may be just for you. Now, we are currently going to be offering workshops in Nelson, New Zealand, Cairns, Australia, Sydney, Australia, Ontario, Canada, and hopefully in Sonoma, California next year. And you need to make sure that this is something worth your time, because you have to discern within your heart. I've actually just recently moved, and I've started doing some work out of a spiritual shop here in Cairns. And last week when I was there, I had someone come in and they said, I had no idea, but I got into my car and I was told I had to come here. And I came here and I saw your flyer, and I said, I have to have this treatment. I have to have this healing. I get people all the time coming to the workshops going, I have no idea. I just kept hearing BlueStar or kept seeing BlueStar. People are being drawn to this from all over the world. Healings have been done on people in almost every continent on the planet because they are wanting something that will take them to that next level. This is not invasive at all, but we can make massive differences and changes in your life should you desire those changes to happen. Now, how can you host a BlueStar Healing workshop in your community or your town? There are ways. By assisting us to find a venue and get the people together to learn this healing modality, we have different opportunities for that individual who is a host. And in order to get that information, you can email us on james@bluestarspiritual.org. The BlueStar Healing Method was given by those from the God Star. It was designed to assist every starseed on Earth. It was designed to assist every starseed to move forward and to complete what they are here to do, to move beyond that place where so many feel stuck, where so many feel that they are not being able to do what they are here to do. So now is your time and your opportunity to change your life. Are you ready to take that chance? Are you ready to take that next step on your spiritual path, on your spiritual development, on your personal spiritual awakening? If the answer is yes, don't wait. Get a healing today. Come to the workshop and learn how to do this amazing, powerful, pure quantum healing modality. And allow yourself to completely and thoroughly change your life. Again, my name is James Thomas, the Awakening Network, and we are here to assist each of you to walk the path that you're here to walk. Much love to you and many blessings. Have a wonderful day.